Before we walk our raker into place, it's important that we've identified what type of backing we're going to use depending upon what the wall material is. So with wood frame construction, we're going to put a 2 foot by 3 foot piece of 3/4 inch plywood on the back of this. We're going to run 16 16D nails in an appropriate nail pattern into the gusset or in through the plywood into the back of the wall plate. When we walk this in and put it in place, we need a minimum of 8 16D nails going through that backer, either into studs or into the flooring system itself. The height of this 2 foot by 3 foot piece of plywood, the top edge of it needs to be located at the insertion point so that you can capture what that flooring system is ideally. So that's your option for wood frame. There's some other variables for masonry and concrete, including pinning directly through the wall plate by drilling holes and applying pins. You can also use a different size plywood backer with different anchors into badly damaged concrete or masonry. So ensure that you are referencing your Sauger Fog manual when applying the appropriate backing material, and make sure you get it done before you walk the raker into place. All right, if you're working as a small crew and you don't have a lot of hands to hold this backing material up, it's good to pre-nail it a little bit. So the first important facet to doing this is finding the center point of your plywood. So we're at a 2 foot by 3 foot span. We're going to go to a 1.5 feet. We're going to give that a mark. We know that we've got 1 3/4 inches on each side of that to accommodate the length or the width of our 3.5 inch 4x4. So just kind of scribe that out for yourself, and that way you've got a basic channel of where you can start pre-nailing this to at least initiate a couple nails so that when you hold it up there, you're ready to drive it into place. Yeah, I'm good right there. You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, now we can eat it. Good. Okay, we've got our backer on, everything's pre-built, we're ready for adjustability. We've got a nice true 90-degree angle coming up to the building so that we can do that final validation tool and assessment of how far out of plumb our wall is. The easiest ways to carry these into place with a few guys is for one guy to grab this wall plate, secure it with the sole plate, have the other guy move back to the end of the sole plate, and we're basically going to articulate it forward, pick it up, and then go walk it into place. Okay, go ahead and walk down. You ready to move forward? Move. Ready? Yep.
Good. Okay, you can see the area we've chose to install our raker in today is on grass, and we've had a lot of rain in the last few days here, so the earth's pretty soft. So according to your Fog or Sog manual, you have to put some backing or some wood underneath your raker shore right at the collection point that's going to distribute that weight so our raker, when it starts to accept load, doesn't start to sink into the earth. There's two different options you can use according to the manual on this. You can use either 3 18-inch 2x6s as your backing or as your plate underneath your raker, or you can use 2 pieces of 3/4 plywood 18 by 18 and put them right underneath this collection point. And what this does for us is when this starts to accept load in the collection point area, it's going to distribute that load over this this ground plate here, and it's going to keep our raker from sinking directly into the earth.